Hello there, Virgo. Let's talk about September. September is going to have 4 weeks in it, so it's going to have 4 columns with 3 rows, where you are, what's blocking you, what your solution is, like always. We're also going to pull 2 cards from the Abundance deck, the Devine Abundance deck. Bam! All pre-programmed and ready to go. I'm going to pull 2 cards for to program your month. So let's see what you've got coming, or that sounded wrong. See what's going on, what the theme of this month will be with 2 cards. All right. I'm going to pick one for you now. And then we'll pick one more. Okay. These are your theme cards. We can set this deck aside. Baby Einstein is still in the house, keeping me on point. Very nice. Like that very much. And we have change. Change is when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Change. Wow, that's a big one. All right, so you have change and deepening. Once you're on Earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment and surrender. They bring the peace of God. So, Virgo, change and deepening. Interesting. So let's look at, wow, that's a lot. Ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything. You come to the sacred crossroads of your own evolution. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot going on there. I gotta say, those speak very much to the idea that you're growing, you're changing, you're becoming more your true self, and you're becoming clearer on the lack of interest in bullshit. So that's very wonderful. I like that as in a nutshell. That's very sweet and kind and lovely. I'm very happy to see that for you, that you are steering clearer of bullshit because it's no longer useful. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these cards out for you. While I do that, I will tell you about my spirit having given me information for you. So the first message will be the one that is general for all 12 signs, and that is that after all the changes last week or last month, we are in a place where we need to just sort of, well, isn't that embarrassing? I can't remember right this second what that message was. It's about all the changes that took place. We are trying to get back into the flow. We're getting back into the rhythm of things, right? We want to understand. Your private reading, your private message for you is to go slow and steady. Slow and steady is the answer for you, Virgo. Slow and steady is the answer. We want you to stay slow and steady. There may have been some rushing around or otherwise that is now off the list. You're not rushing around for nothing right now, and that's a good thing. So relax. Allow yourself to step into a new flow, a new energy. That is good news. We like that very much for you. And I like that. I like that very much for you. So let's go ahead and look at the overview of all 4 weeks, right? Where you are, what's blocking you, and what your solution is. All right, let's look at this, okay? So the Page of Pentacles is here talking about new information coming to you about your finances. So something is going to be that has been eluding you, or new information will come to you. So keep your ears out for that. That will be very beneficial. The Ten of Swords is showing me in the blocking department that it's not going to give you more personal power in this moment of now. but it is interesting information that can eventually turn into an empowering information. But for now, it's a little blocking because the timing is off. So keeping that in mind, the Eight of Wands is here to say that other areas of your life are going to be speeding up and getting going more quickly. Be aware. Be open to the possibilities. Flexibility and being open to the possibilities is what the group message was. Thank you very much, Devine. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm not sure how that slipped clean out of my noggin, but there it was. And yet it came back. Ta-da! So yes, indeed, flexibility and being open to possibilities is what the group message is for all 12 signs, all right? But things are speeding up. And we're going to go in deeper on this at the very end of this reading. So let's go ahead and move forward with the 10th through the 16th, all right? During the 10th through the 16th, the Four of Cups is showing up. And the foundation of your heart is happening here. We're wanting for you to not explain, but to expand your understanding of your heart in this moment of now. Appreciate all that you've done to get here. And open yourself up to the possibility of like other people coming to you, right? You don't have to go to everybody. Everybody wants to come to you. You're popular. So allow that to be the case and allow that to be pleasant. All right. The devil is here talking about how you can sabotage yourself. In this moment of now, you have the opportunity this week to slam the door in people's faces and make them feel uncomfortable and less like they want to come back. So be careful how you handle the extra company. I feel like you're going to have extra company. All right. And your solution here is going to be looking at it all from a different angle. Instead of feeling like, wow, people are bothering me. Why don't they understand I want to be left alone and that I have no time for this? And maybe you should really see it as you're popular and that people appreciate who you are and want to be around you even when you don't want to be around other people. So, yeah, throw on a hat if you don't want to wash your hair. That's the deal. It's good. I think that you're okay. I think things are going well for you in this situation. It's just slow and steady, right? Now we're going to go ahead and talk about the 17th or the 23rd. The King of Swords is here. There's going to be somebody who takes the lead, gets a little bossy and says, hey, it was cool when you came by last week, but if you aren't going to be useful, you should go. Because you know what? Social is social, but in the way is in the way, right? And what you need right now is people who are going to be helpful and not and ease your burden, not make things worse. Some folks can only visit if they get to have tea and crumpets that somebody else did. So they require service. If I show up, you have to give me service. And they're like, blah, that's not where you're at right now. Those people will need to be shown the door again and asked to not come back if they can't handle it. They need to bring their own tea and crumpets to share with you. That's the way that should go. All right. The King of Cups is here. And this is somebody who is a male energy person coming from a feelings point of view who, while at the same time, I feel like this is two sides of the same coin, meaning two sides of the same person, right? So your King of Swords may also be in a position of being emotional in how they're receiving and experiencing the situation at this time. Realize it's been 3 weeks and there's a lot going on this month, and they may need to, take a break. Go do something other than this. And that's okay. It's all right to do that sort of thing, all right? Now the Five of Pentacles is here, and the Five of Pentacles is talking about how, indeed, There's something going on with your finances. We had talked about there being a financial situation going on 2 weeks ago, but we're in a position now to excavate that situation and get more information about that. So we're mentally acute and we're ready to take on more information about that situation. All right. So get into that. That's going to be really good for you. All right. Now then, the final week of September, the 24th through the 30th, yes, things are going on behind the scenes financially for you. You are going to be getting your stuff figured out financially, and that's good news. Awesome. And now the Queen of Swords has shown up to block you. She is someone who is bossy and is going to finally sit down and say, look, while all that was happening, we need you to do certain things, blah, 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 blah. It's a block to what you want to do. It's a block to you doing your slow and steady situation. Somebody may be asked to work from home. Be aware of that. Be able to either create that boundary that you need to, because it's time for you to create some boundaries. Yep. The Ace of Cups is here, which is showing that the solution to this particular situation has everything to do with allowing joy, allowing love, allowing happiness to come into your life. You may have been blocking that for a bit. So it's important for you to realize you've been blocking joy in your own life by releasing that and allowing it to flow in. Flowing it in. Hey, yeah, I like that. So this is good news. I like to see that your solution to this extra financial stress and this Queen of Swords person might be allowing joy. Hello. Very good for you. I'm glad to see that for you. I'm going to go ahead and set all of these cards aside, as we like to do, so that we can go in deeper on this particular week, which is the first week of September, the 3rd through the 9th. All right. And we have the Crow Tarot, and we're going to add these cards right now because we want to go deeper right here. So let's see what's coming up, Virgo. All right. Cool. We have the Page of Pentacles. We were talking about that. New information about your finances coming through. It's not giving you more control, but it will go fast. So that's interesting, right? Oh, so funny. So funny. They like to mess with me sometimes because the Four of Swords has come up to say that the information you'll be getting about your finances will fortify your foundation and power. Okay, it's going to fortify your foundation, right? But you have to be vulnerable to express it. All right, the Two of Swords is here, letting me know that you're going to need to be vulnerable, tell people what's going on with your finances or your situation in this moment. Maybe this is a long-held situation that you have not touched upon yet with so-and-so, or so-and-so needs to be told that how they're affecting your finances. Whoops. Because the Ten of Swords here is saying that your power is blocked. Interesting. Very interesting. Because it doesn't make sense that it would be blocked, does it? No. We have the 10. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. This is a karmic lesson for you. Oh, I get it. I get it. It isn't that your power is blocked. It's that you have a karmic lesson about making a boundary with like a family member that you let run over you because you don't want to make a boundary. So you have to step up to the plate, make a boundary, make a decision, clarify the situation, and just make it happen. You can't be running around pretending like it's cool when it ain't. Okay? You're going to have the hard conversation. Okay? It's a karmic lesson for you. You've been putting it off for a really long time. It's going to suck. That's why you're going to be vulnerable over here. All of this is speaking to what's going on over here. This is a karmic lesson, this conversation you need to have. because you need to make it fair for you. This is the Judgment card, and it hasn't been fair for you for a long time. You've been handling all this stuff and doing all this stuff, and this other person's just la-di-da on it. And it's like, no, this is frustrating and I can't do it this way anymore. So we're going to have to change how this goes. Okay? And you're going to lay it out and you're just going to let them know this is how it's affecting me to have this going on this way. And they'll be like, oh my God, yeah, let's change it. Okay. And things will start to change very quickly. The Eight of Wands is telling me that things are going to go very quickly as soon as you've had this hard conversation. Okay? You will then, of course, the Seven of Swords shows up to say, oh yeah, the power will be back in your court, but you're going to be able to actually take some physical action on it. This is going to be you creating scenarios that you need to have in your world at this time. And you will be having conversations again with this person to explain how it all works and why it all works the way it does and why it's the right way to go. Okay? So it's sort of convincing arguments, right? So you're going to have some convincing arguments. You're going to get in there. You're going to do your stuff. This is a really big come to Jesus week for this person who you've been working with, trying to be cool, but nope, it's got to change. And you got nothing but time right now. So do what you need to do and be prepared. You know, this is your opportunity to be prepared to have this conversation with this person. All right. Now, you know, before it happens, you know. All right. So we're going to program these cards and we will clarify a couple of these little guys. Hey, let's go ahead and clarify the Ten of Swords. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this. Your foundation and the Two of Swords. You're afraid of having this conversation. You don't want to. You have to become vulnerable though. So when you do, things are starting to happen here. Okay. So we're going to talk about, let's clarify the Ten of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. All right? That's what we're doing. So, Father, Mother, God, Star Brothers and Sisters, please speak to Virgo about September 3rd through the 9th. All right. We are clarifying the Ten of Swords. All right, there's that one. We're going to do Seven of Swords. There's that one. And the Seven of Wands for Virgo. Alrighty then. Okay, so let's pull these out of here. And let's go ahead and get deeper on this situation. All right. We have walk in stillness. There is no choice to make right now. Just be still. You don't always need to join in or jump into action. Whoa. Sitting in stillness. Look at you. Don't have to join in. Don't have to jump on. Don't have to do anything. Ha-ha. Walk in stillness. So that's walk in stillness. That's in the blocking department. If you think about it, that means that, you know, you kind of can't walk in stillness. You have to get in action about something. But it's only a conversation, right? It's only a conversation. Don't be upset about the conversation. It's cool. It's time to clear up that karma. It's time to get moving. Right? Let's talk about that Seven of Swords. Silence the noise. Noise creates illusions and problems out of nothing. Go deeper into your heart so you may find the truth. So you want to find the truth in this situation by appreciating the silence. Because all that noise is just la, 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 la. Somebody's talking too much, too fast, to try and distract you from what's happening, okay? So, go deeper into your heart so you may find the truth. That's a good one. I like that. Now, the Seven of Wands is about you explaining to this person why it's going to go differently and how it's going to go differently. The labyrinth of life. You can choose to be lost in the labyrinth of life, or use these trials and to harness your inner strength and come out stronger and wiser. So this is going to be a lesson. This conversation will be a lesson for you. It won't be fun. It won't be great, but it will be a lesson. We talked about it being a karmic lesson, so we knew that was happening. This isn't new information. What it is an opportunity to silence the noise, get into some solutions, and be very clear about how all of this is affecting you personally so that you can move forward. Okay? You're going to do some karmic growing right now. Boom. Kapoosh. I love it. That's awesome. So I'm excited to hear that for you, and we will talk soon about, of course, the 10th through the 16th. I'm going to ask you to like and share and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'm here for you, and I would love for you to leave me comments as well, because I want to have a conversation with you. I'm here. Let me know what's going on, and I'll do my best to help. All right? Thank you so much, Virgo. We'll talk soon.